This is Southern Television's Christmas Folly, take 27.
Good evening, and before our next programme, I've just time to tell you about the rest of this evening, Christmas Eve, here on ITV2. 7:30 is the time to visit the Rovers' return for a party on the street. And the big question is, will Hilda Rogden take her curlers out this Christmas? At 8 o'clock, we join Mrs. Colombo, who investigates the curious case of the child molester in Santa's Grotto. Ling-a-Longa Christmas Max is at 9, followed by 2 minutes of comedy with George and Mildred from 9:30 till the news at 10. Our late film tonight is Dracula's Christmas Party. Will Santa get it in the neck, or will he escape with the sacrificial virgin? But we begin this evening with ITV's own accolade to itself at the end of this first year of ITV2. A galaxy of stars gather to celebrate some of the finest moments on your 4th channel.
Sainsbury's cabbage packing plant in Basingstoke, Cheapskate Productions presents the Broadcasting Awards leading Lights Spectacular. And here is your host for the evening, Fred Dineage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our little entertainment. This is the show which is going to make the Sun Awards seem like a torchlit procession, the Golden Rose like a pansy, even, the Oscar a raving pufter. It is indeed a load of balls. We've got cock-ups galore, boobs in abundance, or maybe in the other order. And, in fact, to help me introduce the show, we have two right little ravers. Like you now to meet them. Here they are. Welcome, please, Sue and Sally. Welcome, girls. Which is which?
She's Sue. She's Sally.
She's Sue and she's Sally. Welcome to you both. Let's get straight down to business. Take up your places, please, and let the show begin. Because our first award is for the Cameraman of the Year. Now, a cameraman can be judged on many things. Not only his artistic ability with the camera, and there's precious little of that here, but also on his ability to sink pints of beer, and also on his ability to sleep soundly through rehearsals. With that in mind, who better to read out the nominations for this particular award than the old fruit himself, Mr. Banana. Here he is, Bill Oddie.
Oh, thank you very much, Fred. I'd like to say it's not only a great surprise to be asked on your show, it's also bloody inconvenient. I'm supposed to be doing Banana in 5 minutes. It's a fucking marvellous time to tell me, isn't it? What's this thing? Something else they haven't bloody well told me about either. Anyway, what's this? Is this the award? Is right? Is this the award? What's it called?
Walter.
Walter. Bloody stupid idea. I wouldn't hang that in the back of the car. Yeah, what's this? Is this who's won things? Is that right? You want me to read it? Read it, read it. All right, read the damn thing. Dave Hutton for his determination to hold focus whilst being chased by a pack of beagles. Some stupid in-joke I don't understand, I suppose. Jamie Cross for consistent perseverance on children's programmes. Well, if I don't get that one, there's no justice in the world. Joe Hardy for making a silk purse out of a sow's hearing and an Ariflex camera joke. Boring, yawn, yawn, yawn. Is that it? I'm sure they'll get what they deserve. We usually do down at Southern. Look what happened to me. Thank you very much indeed. Terrific. I expect we're in a marvellous show now, aren't we? Marvellous. Is that it? Thanks.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Bill, and very Merry Christmas to you too. You can see why they call him the Poison Dwarf, can't you? Right, let's take a look now at some of the work which has led to these outstanding nominations, and we shall look first of all at the Beagles. That'll be coming up when John has finished stretching me like this. That'll be coming up on this monitor here any second now. A slight technical hitch, but the first of the nominations for the Cameraman of the Year award is indeed called the Beagles, and we shall see it. It's like Day by Day last Wednesday. This is only worse, and there it is now, the Beagles.
Yep.
And some really lovely pictures there of the Beagles. In fact, they're
average in height from 13.5 inches up to 16 inches in height at the shoulder, entirely depending on which pack it is and what the master's breeding policy is. And that's how you get a close-up of beagles. That's how the remote cameraman works, and he's working really well here. I can show you how to make your own miniature Dead Sea. For example, if you have a pint full of water, like this one here, and you drop an egg in it, the egg will sink straight to the bottom, like so, yes? Mm-hmm. But if you have some water with salt in it,
oh, very nice.
just to make sure this works, watch the egg now. It won't sink straight to the bottom. It floats very happily on the top. Well, in the Dead Sea, that not only supports eggs, that supports people as well. Let's find out. Inky, away we go. Nice and steady. Should float without any problem at all. This is the Dead Sea. Floating beautifully.
Lovely! Fantastic!
Well, I can tell you our judges spent hours in their deliberations for this particular award. In fact, they've just returned from the bar and handed me this envelope. And indeed, in this envelope is the name of the Cameraman of the Year for 1979. Balls, it's got on one side. And here it is on the other side. Yes, the winner of this coveted award for 1979, Farmer Jamie Cross.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, and company chairmen, I would like to thank you for this most magnificent award. I would also like to thank EMI, RCA, Philips, Fernseh, Sony, and Hitachi, and all the other manufacturers. But unfortunately, I can't, because we've got bloody Marconis. I would like also to thank my senior cameraman for helping me get this award, but they've got dark glasses and wave white sticks, so, you know. I would also like to thank the Guild of Television Cameramen for helping me get this award. People like Mike Solomons, Dick Hibbard, Jeff Fletcher, Doug Neal, and all the other chaps. I was going to send you all a Christmas card, but I can't afford it. I'm sending you all a ferret instead. It's in the post now, chaps. Thank you very much.
I thought you did that ever so well.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Did you worry about that before you did it?
Oh, the bundle of
all
nerves,
the time,
but
yes.
yes.
You mentioned the ferret.
Oh, yes,
and
the
here
ferret.
he is.
Yes.
Now, it's not sort of escaped my notice that, in fact, the ferret is, if you'll forgive the expression, ball height.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's
You want to watch it, Fred,
yes.
you know? He's used to go down all sorts of holes, you know.
Is there any reason for him being
Well,
that height?
yes, you see, I was going to go rabbiting today, and I've got called in to collect this load of, you know.
Is there any reason that his head is that height?
Oh, yes, that's for balls, you know. He loves balls, you know, and rabbits too, of course.
Yes, of course he does.
Yeah.
Well, many, many congratulations.
Well, thank you, Fred. That's very kind
How are you
of-
going to spend the money?
I thought I'd go to Seychelles.
Indeed.
Yes,
Why not?
why not?
All right. Many
Well,
congratulations, Jamie.
thank you.
What happens to this thing?
Well, I don't know.
All right. God bless you then.
Yeah,
Off you go now
yeah,
then.
well, thank you very
Yes,
much,
God
Fred.
bless you.
Well, good luck with the show.
Yes, thanks a lot then. Push off. Right. And so, as is inevitable at a moment of high tension like this, a commercial break.
There's never been an easy way to remove fat or grease from our cooking until now. With the cook's brush from Salter, it's quick and easy. This is the secret. This fiber is exactly the same as that used for cleaning up oil slicks. It actually attracts grease and oil. I'll show you how it works. You can see how it absorbs the oil, leaving the water absolutely clear. It works exactly the same way on soups, stews, casseroles, and fried food. Clean it with a kitchen paper or in hot water, and it's ready for use when next you need it. Another Salter product designed to help the housewife, the grease-removing cook's brush. Oh, bugger.
Well, I'm pleased to say our engineers have now cured the fault, and we can now return you to our programme.
Well, yes, indeed, a very warm welcome back to Balls and our second award of the evening. This to the Reporter of the Year, the reporter who, in fact, did the most outstanding piece to camera during the year. And who better to read out the nominations for this particular award than the loveliest lady on the staff? And that, of course, is Sarah Kennedy.
Good evening, everybody. Lovely to be with you. Darling, will you keep the shots tight? This is meant to be my bit. We don't want anybody else getting in on the act. Lovely to be... Not that tight. That's better. Right. Lovely to be with you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like my baubles? We thought we ought to dress for the part. Now, our search for the regional reporter. Now, I have the name of the winner in this envelope here, but before that, I'm sure you'd like to know the names of some of the other nominations. Even if you don't, here we go. Preston Witts for his report on the British parole system. James Montgomery for his in-depth interviews on evening activities. And, of course, Alistair Stewart for his report on the fluctuating mortgage rates. Darling, I've done it. Roll film.
38, take 3.
Sorry? Sorry. I'm sorry. I was put off by you. Sorry.
38, take 5.
Again? Sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
39, take 34.
There's growing concern about the way in which the parole system is applied. Sorry. Let me out. Please, let me out. I promise to be good, a good boy. I'll do better pieces to camera, anything. Let me out.
Well, I've got two at it, and they both will enjoy it. It's good for them, and if they want it, this is what, you know, this is what they both like, so this is why they come.
What do they get out of it, do you think?
Enjoyment, fun, I think, you know. This is what they like, so if they're happy, that's fine with me.
Well, she enjoys doing it. It's good exercise, just enjoys it.
Well, I think it's good for them.
Well, I think this is what they need. It's fair, you know, they're very fair with them.
You've got to practice an hour a day, otherwise you can twirl, but you never get that perfection.
The building societies have given existing homeowners and those who want to become first-time buyers 5 months in which to do some pretty important sums. Will you be able to afford the new rates of interest when they come into force in January? It'll add £5.50 to your monthly repayment for every £10,000 you've borrowed, but you will get £1.60 tax relief at basic rates on that. Secondly, if you're planning to be a first-time buyer in the next 6 months...
In this sex marriage.
And the winner in reverse order is Stuart Alistair.
For Christ's sake, this is difficult enough.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you pig. Stop it, will you?
I'm so...
Thank you.
Well, then, thank you.
Do we do it again?
Very much. Well, I've got to get on with the thing. If you could sort of get
came
off
along
there.
for...
What?
To get the award.
Yes, well, you had the award, and it's gone. Push off. Right.
What about my
That's it.
public?
Push off. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so we come to our third award of the evening, and nominations here for the Best Dramatic Director. This perhaps the most serious part of the evening. The nominations are as follows. Chris McMaster for the chase sequence in Ravelled Thread. Chris McMaster for the gunfight sequence in Ravelled Thread. And Chris McMaster for the death scene in Ravelled Thread. This I've got to see.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, bugger this week.
What's happened? They've escaped. They mustn't reach anyone in authority.
Over the top. Right, once more then, studio. We're rolling.
And so, to remind you, there were 3 nominations for Best Dramatic Director. They were Chris McMaster, and Chris McMaster. I can't wait to see who's won this particular award. It is, in fact, Chris McMaster. Well, many congratulations, Chris. Thank you so much. Well done.
No, no, I shall not accept that until you and all the English are on your knees before me in the ruins of London. Take it back, sir.
Very well.
Soldiers! Invincible soldiers of France! Form an impenetrable rampart with your breasts. Think of me, the Emperor. Think of the 100 victories I have won. With you, the finest soldiers of Europe, to lead. Think of Marengo, Austerlitz, Lodi, Arcola, Jena. In a month's time, I shall enter Russia. I shall dictate peace to the Tsar in the ruins of Moscow. I have not finished, Mr. Dineage. I shall make the Tsar grovel, the Emperor of Austria. Then it will be the turn of Munich.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen, a load of balls for your delight and edification. We all wish you a Merry Christmas, and may your New Year not be a load of balls. Merry Christmas!